Hi there, welcome back to the Chaos Chamber and to our weekly sigil workshop. This is going to be a little bit of an unusual twist on what I normally do. Many of you who've worked with me or have read my books know that I'm somewhat of a useful one. If you are interested in getting into more kind of spiritual practices, conjuring entities, that kind of thing, and it's really simple. This is where you have to be absolutely sure that this is what you want. In the book, The Sigil Secret, I utilize a thing called the protocol of 6x3, which is a questioning protocol that will dig down to what you're actually after versus what you think you're after. So, a little word of caution on this. If you are... Two things, I guess. It's a useful question to ask whether you want the experience of seeing spirits or whether you actually want to see them or not. And that depends on whether you think they exist in the first place. So you need to be certain of how you're going to tell if it's the latter. And secondly, is it going to frighten you if you do it? Because again, this stuff works. It will have... That's not to say you will start wildly hallucinating, but you might start having stronger nightmares. I don't know. Stronger dreams, those kind of things. So just think about whether it's what you really want to do before you do it. And I realise that's a little bit like, hey, oh, here's a cake, but don't eat it. But just, just... S, lots of S's. So let's take out these two, and then we've got SPRT, which is great. Very, very simple. So we're going to start with the S like that, P down the center, going to do that backwards, there we go. Add the R in here, we're going to have a line coming off of the R and then a T coming right up there. Beautiful. Very, very straightforward. And there it is. I see spirits as a sigil. I'm a big fan of accurate but concise statements of intent because... So let's do this again. Let's start from the S, but this time I'm going to do it sideways. And again, you do letters upside down, backwards, forwards, sideways. I'm going to take the T off of here, so that's kind of the center point. The R there, and then the P can come. Now I quite like this, so I'm going to do that and incorporate the P and do it there. There we go. Again, these tend to produce very simple sigils. That just look nice. Again, busier and more complex isn't always better. And so let's lift bits out of this one if we wanted something very, very simple. Now I'm actually going to start with this one here because I can see the bit I would take off of it straight away. There. And actually I think I would, just to make that look a bit less... into a simpler sigil. I see spirits. So let's take this one. Now for here, if I was picking off of it there with that other bit, so it kind of looks like a 3 up in there, so it's nice and curved. There we are. So it's got the essence of the top bit of the sigil. and again 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 and again. You go on gut instinct with this sort of thing. So again, when you're using this statement of intent, run the protocol of make sure it's actually what you're after. These things seem like a nice idea, and you'll either end up disappointed, or well, they're kind of the two things. You want to projection. Do you actually want to astrally project, or do you want the experience of astrally projecting? Because they're not even remotely the same thing. So there we go. I see spirits. Very different to I see. Subscribe. See you on the next Sigil workshop. Cheers.